Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you're a die-hard Dallas Cowboys fan, or just someone who loves the thrill of breaking NFL news, you've landed in the right spot. Today, we're diving into some absolutely shocking news that's been sweeping across the league, rumors that could redefine the Cowboys season and, quite frankly, the entire NFC. Grab your popcorn, hit that like button, and make sure to subscribe because you don't want to miss a single second of this blockbuster update. The NFL is buzzing right now, and for good reason. When it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, there's never a dull moment. This team has been the talk of the town for decades, and just when you think you've seen it all, bam, something huge drops. And this time, it's all about trade rumors that have the potential to shake up the roster in ways we've never seen before. This isn't just your typical trade chatter, this is next-level stuff. League insiders and credible sources have been hinting at a possible blockbuster trade, and the implications are massive. Let's set the stage here. The Cowboys are coming off a roller coaster season. They've shown flashes of brilliance, with an offense that can light up the scoreboard, and a defense that has stepped up in big moments. But let's be real, the goal is always the Super Bowl, and anything less feels like a disappointment to Cowboys Nation. Jerry Jones and the front office know this better than anyone. They're always looking for that extra edge, that one player or move that could take the team over the top. And according to multiple reports, they might be closer to making that move than we thought. Now, before we dive into the specifics, let's talk about the Cowboys' current roster. The team has a solid core of talent, no doubt about it. Dak Prescott, love him or hate him, is the man under center. He's shown he can be a top-tier quarterback when everything's clicking. Then you've got CeeDee Lamb, who's blossoming into one of the league's premier wide receivers. On the defensive side, Micah Parsons is an absolute game wrecker, a generational talent who can single-handedly change the outcome of a game. But as good as this roster is, there are still areas that need improvement. Depth at key positions, consistency in the secondary, and, of course, questions about the offensive line have all been topics of discussion. This is where the trade rumors come into play. So, who are the Cowboys targeting? Well, buckle up, because the names being thrown around are jaw-dropping. One of the hottest rumors involves a potential trade for a Pro Bowl caliber wide receiver. Imagine pairing CeeDee Lamb with another elite pass catcher, someone like Davante Adams or DeAndre Hopkins. Yes, you heard that right. Both of these players have been linked to trade talks, and while it might seem like a pipe dream, remember, this is the NFL. Stranger things have happened. Adams has reportedly been frustrated with the current situation in Las Vegas, and Hopkins, while already traded once recently, remains a name that sparks excitement. But wait, there's more. Another rumor gaining traction involves the Cowboys bolstering their defense. The name popping up here is none other than Patrick Surtain II. Yes, the Denver Broncos' young star cornerback. Surtain is already one of the best at his position, and pairing him with Trayvon Diggs in the Cowboys secondary, that would instantly make Dallas's defense one of the most feared units in the league. Of course, landing a player like Surtain wouldn't come cheap. It would likely cost the Cowboys a significant haul of draft picks, and possibly even a key player or two. But can you really put a price on a championship window? Now let's talk about the logistics. For any of these trades to happen, the Cowboys would need to navigate some tricky salary cap waters. The team's cap situation isn't dire, but it's not exactly flexible either. Restructuring contracts, extending players to lower their cap hits, or even releasing some veterans might be necessary to make room for a high-profile addition. And then, there's the matter of draft capital. The Cowboys have been known to value their picks, but if they truly believe they're one player away from a Super Bowl, you better believe they'll be willing to pull the trigger. One of the most intriguing aspects of these rumors is the timing. The trade deadline is always a hotbed of activity, but the Cowboys are notoriously calculated in their moves. They're not a team that makes knee-jerk reactions. If they're going to make a deal, it's going to be one that's been thoroughly vetted. That's why these rumors are so fascinating. They suggest that the front office sees an opportunity to strike while the iron is hot, to make a move that could redefine this season and potentially the franchise's future. Let's take a step back and consider the potential fallout. If the Cowboys do land a superstar via trade, the expectations are going to skyrocket. Fans will demand results, and anything less than a deep playoff run will feel like a letdown. On the flip side, if the team swings and misses or opts to stand pat, there's a risk of backlash. It's a high-stakes game, but that's the nature of the NFL. No risk, no reward. So, what's the likelihood of these trades actually happening? Well, it's hard to say. The NFL rumor mill is a wild place, and not every rumor comes to fruition. But where there's smoke, there's often fire. The fact that these names are being floated around means there's at least some level of interest and dialogue happening behind the scenes. And let's not forget, Jerry Jones loves the spotlight. A big trade would not only make headlines, but also send a clear message to the rest of the league. The Cowboys are all in. So, where does this leave us? Right now, the ball is firmly in Jerry Jones' court. He's got a big decision to make, one that could define the next decade of Cowboys football. Does he stick with Mike McCarthy and hope he can finally get this team over the hump? Or does he roll the dice on Kellen Moore, betting on his potential and the hope that he could be the one to lead the Cowboys back to Super Bowl glory? Before we wrap up, let's hear from you. What do you think about these trade rumors? Do you want to see the Cowboys make a splash? Or do you think they should stick with the roster they have? And if they do make a move, who's your dream target? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going, because this is one topic that's sure to ignite some passionate debates. Alright, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth coverage of the Dallas Cowboys and the NFL as a whole. We've got plenty more content coming your way, so stay tuned. And as always, thanks for watching. Go Cowboys!